Welcome in, Capricorn. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful Thursday today. If you haven't been with me before, welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium, tarot reader, empath healer, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you. And if I just forget, just go back to the last video or the video before that. I have tons of videos with me doing it. But for now, I do have a lot of messages for Capricorn that I want to get right into. Okay, I speak to my my spirits through my pendulum here. Okay, they answer me yes or no. They're gonna pick out the first several cards, and then I will follow it up with more tarot. I know it sounds crazy, whatever. I speak to my spirits or whatever, but yes, I do. Okay, I'm a medium. I can contact my spirits are always with me. All right. So let's get started. All right. Capricorn. This is a collective reading for Capricorn. All right. Let's go, Spirit. This is for Capricorn Collective. All right. For the Capricorn Collective, I do private readings. My information is down below. Okay, let's get right into this reading. All right. What crowns, right, Capricorn right now? What is crowning Capricorn right now? What is crowning Capricorn? All right. Eight of Cups. I feel like somebody here is disappointed with their child or something like that. All right. Eight of Cups is disappointment. You're walking away from something. You're abandoning ship. You're just walking away. You're not cool with something here, right? You're just walking away. But I feel like, with this lady right here, she's taking a rose with her. You see that? She's walking through a door of light and she's taking a rose with her. But you see this child right here? I feel like somebody here is disappointed with a child. This can be a grandchild, your own child, a kid, your aunt, your niece, your nephew, whatever. But I feel like somebody's disappointed. This is the, energy I'm getting here with this. Somebody's disappointed in some kind of youth. Maybe somebody who's younger than them, but I'm getting like, you can be like years older than this person or whatever, but I feel like you're walking away, or you're disappointed. All right, you're walking away from something here, or someone. What's in your intuition for Capricorn? Two of Swords. You had a stalemate with something, a difficult decision here that you have to make. Yep, confirmation. Confirmation. And your intuition right now. I'm sorry, what you're communicating right now. You can be confused, or you can be withholding something from your lover or something right now that you don't want to say. Maybe you're blindsided against something, or you're having a hard decision to make on something. All right. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe it's something that you planted. This is like, something that you planted before. Like you planted your seeds on something, a long-term investment. All right, maybe you're having a hard time trying to make up your decision on this investment or something, this long-term investment that you've made on something or someone, it can be. Maybe you're disappointed because of it, but maybe you're walking away from, whatever situation that you're in right now that you're having a hard decision making because you're disappointed about it. Maybe it's something that you've been working with a long time, Page of Swords. Maybe this is, again, something with a young person here. This can be an offer of money of some sort, an offer of some kind of opportunity, financial opportunity. Maybe it's something that you planted a long time ago that's, coming to fruition, Queen of Cups, somebody who's nurturing. You can be dealing with the Pisces. A Pisces, Capricorn, or a Cancer right here. But you can be somebody, you could this is a nurturer. This is somebody who's, a sweetheart, and Maybe you've been a sweetheart to this young person. You just disappointed, maybe something like that. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, betrayal, painful endings here, betrayal, loss, painful. Yeah, somebody stabbed you in the back. Somebody stabbed you in the back and you're not feeling too good about this. This is painful endings. This is something, a loss. This is grief. This is, something that was lost, stolen. But yeah, you feel like you were betrayed. You were betrayed. That's painful endings. Ten of Swords. Grounding. All right, is Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, Three of Cups. Something you're celebrating. To every ending, there's a new beginning. So there's nowhere up from down here. You know what I mean? From down there. I feel for some of you, you're getting, like you're celebrating, like thank God that happened because I wouldn't be here now. So now you're celebrating that. I feel that's coming about. Celebrating painful endings here. For some of you, your friends, your friends betrayed you. Your community probably betrayed you. Something to do with that. Okay. What you don't see on the bottom of the deck is Ace of Cups. There it is. New offer, new feelings. This can be a cup of love that's coming in. New love. A new beginning of a lover, a new beginnings of some kind of feelings here. There's going to be a baby, a proposal that's coming in, celebrating a baby. Maybe for some of you, you're going to a baby shower, a wedding, an engagement party, new beginnings. Somebody celebrating new beginnings, maybe a divorce. Maybe you're celebrating a divorce. Okay. What else? What else for Capricorn? What are they walking away from? Eight of Cups. What is this? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Your wish coming true. You're good. You're content on where you're at. All right. You're happy you walked away. Like I said, celebrating this back betrayal or something like that. Oh, good. I feel like somebody was like, oh, good. I see right through you. I'm out now. I don't have to make that difficult decision. I know what I got to do. But something here, you can be celebrating something that you planted a long time ago. Some kind of money, an investment that you did a long time ago. You're celebrating. All right. And now you're in your Nine of Pentacles. You're happy. Something that you did though, that you planted, is coming to fruition, like I said. But also something here too with something that you're walking away from as well, that you're disappointed in. But I get that energy that you're happy that you left. Look, Five of Wands, disagreements, arguments, competition, rivalry. Right above that, it's the Two of Swords with this connection, with this, your connection with your other half, with your person. It doesn't have to be your other half. This can be a family member, a connection of some sort. I'm sorry, isn't that connection? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I rewind that. Two of Swords, something, a difficult decision that you had to make. And I feel like it's with another your person. That's what I'm seeing here. It's with your person, a difficult decision that you had to make with your person. Maybe you were fighting too much. There was too much competition, or maybe something to do with you fighting about this money and about your well-being. You can be fighting about child support. Some of you. Side message. Just want to be happy, I just heard. Just want to be content and be happy. The moon, yeah, mystery. Yeah, look, with the Five of Wands and the moon, something that, was a secret. There was a secret here, some kind of mystery that came out. You could have two dogs here, a white dog or a white and black dog, or a black dog but a tan dog. Also, a white and tan dog is significant here. But Oh, yeah, fighting about some kind of secret, or so it's something that was done behind somebody's back. Maybe something to do with some kind of secrecy about money. There was some kind of monies here, fighting about this money, competition with money or something. Rivalry. Something was kept in the dark. What else? What's the middle? No direction, wasn't prepared or something like that. For some of you, you weren't prepared for all of this. All right? You weren't prepared for all of this. But Two of Wands, for some of you, you know, you're preparing for something. You're preparing for something. You want some. You're looking for something. You're trying to start something here. I feel like you're looking for something, or you're preparing. You're making plans. Something that is coming, you know, that's fresh, that's just starting. Yeah, but something that was done behind your back that you never expected or you weren't prepared for. You know, here we go. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Now you're defending yourself. You're grounding yourself now. Like, you know, that's it. You know, I'm standing. I'm standing on my word. I'm standing my ground. Okay, I'm standing my ground here. I'm defending myself. The Empress, that's right. I'm defending myself. I'm in my business. I'm standing on my business. I'm standing on my business. I ain't letting you do nothing to me no more. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna sleep. I'm walking away. The stuff that I already planted is coming to fruition anyway, but I'm content with just being alone and being by myself. You might have caught me off guard, but that's okay. I'm gonna prepare myself and take all these, you know, swords off my back here and defend myself and stand my ground. I'm not going to let you, you know, make me feel any kind of way or ugly. Yeah, that's right. The Hermit, soul searching. I'm fine by myself, finding out the truth, my truth, my wisdom, being alone. Empress and the Hermit, yeah. I'm grand all by myself. I am grand all by myself. I see you before you see me. Kind of energy is what I'm getting here. I'm defending myself. I'm defending my kingdom, my paradise, my freedom. And I'm gonna have your heart right in my hand. All right? I'm keeping your heart right in my hand, right where I can see you. You didn't do anything. Okay, this is what this says. You didn't do anything to me. What else here, Spirit? What else? What is this? I don't know. I want to, the Evil Eye Oracle. I feel like I want to grab at this. Let's see what they're trying to say here with this. What are you trying to tell me, Spirit? For Capricorn, what is this? Yeah, but some of you are just fine and content walking away from something. You might have had a hard decision, but you're fine and content because you don't want to fight no more. Too much fighting. Recharge your energy. It says, distance yourself, take a break, a vacation, pamper, indulge, do the things that make you happy. That's right. Do the things that make you happy. Be content. That's so indulge. Go on vacation. Some of you going to the beach. Recharge your energy. That's right. Maybe take a spiritual bath. But you're walking away from this mess. Somebody, you know, could have broke some dishes in your house. Somebody could have broke some stuff in your house, you know. You're pissed off about that. It could have been expensive dishes. They say distance yourself, take a break, a vacation, pamper, indulge, do the things that make you happy. All right. And that's why I was telling you at the beginning of this reading that if you see she's grabbing a rose on the way out, like she's going into a different phase. She's going into self-loving herself. She's gonna make herself happy, walk away from this disappointment, but she's going into a lighter place, into a better place with the rose. All right, leaving all this broken shit behind. Okay, being happy and content. Yeah, pampering yourself, doing you. What's this? The Two of Swords with the Five of Wands. What is this? A masculine hater. A masculine hater with this Five of Swords here, fighting you and everything like this. All right, January 15th is significant. January 5th, December 25th. But as a masculine hater here, somebody's, hating on your energy, a masculine. There's a masculine hater here, and I feel like somebody's trying to stab somebody without them looking. You see this guy right there with the knife, with the sword, with the lady, with the sword who's blinded? Yeah. This person is coming at you and is a hater, so be mindful. Mercury retrograde, so these are delays, problems, interruptions with transportation and communication. Your phones can be going, berserk or whatever, your phones, your Wi-Fi or whatever, but you also, I'm getting to with the cars, the transportation. There you go. Transportation. Your car could not be, there's a mystery with your car. You can be having car problems. You can be, delays with the bus schedule, with the train schedule, or whatever, but there's a mystery right above that. Yeah, mystery. With the Mercury retrograde, with the moon, telling you something with the moon. But, I also feel that with the Seven of Pentacles here, that it's your time is coming with this whole, whatever you planted back in the day, whatever you planted, whatever investments that you made, it's coming. All right, it's coming. It might be delays on it. You might be waiting. You might be like, oh, come on. What's the mystery here? But that's what you have to be mindful of here. Okay, just be mindful of that. There's gonna be delays. All right, altering your values and morals on making life decisions. Yeah, this person, young person. I want to say this person younger than you, or maybe altering your values or morals on making life decisions. Maybe it's hard for you to move or plan to go somewhere because of these children or these kids or something. Maybe your child. Something to do with, you can't make plans or you can make plans, either or. Take your story where it resonates, but it's giving you delays or something, and it's altering your morals and you're trying to make a decision here. Don't forget, Two of Swords. You're trying to make some kind of decision here. It's a hard decision for you to make. Maybe something got blindsided. Evil omen. Irritable events here. So evil omens. So sending you insects, blackbirds, snake, rats. All right. And Spirit wants you to defend yourself. Okay. So defend yourself against all of these things here. You can be feeling it. You can be feeling all of this. Cancer. I don't know. Maybe you can be dealing with a cancer here. But sending you insects and blackbirds and snakes and rats, evil omens. They're sending you like the evil eye. You can be seeing snakes, you can be seeing rats or insects or something. You might want to give your house a sage all over. Nine of Swords, the Emperor, stalker, so spying on your social media. So somebody here who is ever whoever backstabbed you is stalking you now. Well, this can be an ex-lover or lover or something, but this is somebody, your sacred chakra who you're close to. You know, like eat your heart out. I just heard eat your heart out. Uh-huh. Okay. All right, what I just say? So sage. I'm gonna sage your house, guys. Okay, sage your house. Warm, peppery. This is desert sage. So warm, peppery aroma, cleansing, purifying, boosts inner strength. It relieves headaches. It eases anxiety, and it gives you pleasant thoughts. All right, just in case there's evil thoughts around you, or any of that stuff. Or anything that's causing delays, or sending bad juju towards your way. You need desert sage. Okay, desert sage. Capricorn. Hmm. Put a ring on it. All right, they're saying to put a ring on it. Maybe you were disappointed and walked away from a marriage, or you probably walked away from somebody, a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, because you were content all by yourself or whatever. Or, for some of you, it's your wish come true. This person is going to make it official. Or maybe you're thinking about making it official if you're a guy. Maybe you might want to take a vacation and think on this real quick, or, just do things that make you happy for right now. But, wanting to recognition for your worth, or you're taking ownership, declaring loyalty, securing and promise, security and promise. So 1986 is significant, but this here, put a ring on it. I mean, this can mean several things for different people here. Okay, maybe you walked away from somebody. Maybe you're thinking about proposing to someone and giving them a ring. Okay, maybe you have to think about it. Maybe you're going to say no to someone. For some of you, you're walking away from childish behavior from someone. I feel like somebody has to make a decision for two people here. Someone has to make a decision here with two people. Take it where it resonates. That's not for everyone. Okay, an afterthought hits you up when plan A ghosted them. Suddenly interested once no one else was. Not the first choice. So you're not somebody's first choice. Okay, you're not for somebody's first choice. Again, with the Two of Swords, you're not somebody's first choice. Okay, difficult decision. They're probably fighting within themselves. Okay, but an afterthought. That's right. Fighting. A masculine hater. Hits you up when plan A ghosted them. Suddenly interested once no one else was. Not the first choice. Maybe too much fighting. Okay, but not interested in putting a ring on it. Feel that too. For some of you, it's just a booty call. I feel like, immaturity. So cyber flashing. So sending obscure images, okay? So flashing them or whatever. Somebody's flashing their tits, something like that. Sending obscene images to strangers online. Violation of digital boundaries. Unseen predator. Somebody who's cyber flashing. 17 is significant here. The number 17, you can have a 17-year-old child. January 17th is here. 1971 is also significant here. 49 is significant. The 24th is significant. All right, but yeah, somebody here is doing this. Communication, that's right. Communication. Being shady. Okay, being shady. Something online, at night, communication, delays in their communication, something to do with that. To be mindful of strangers, I'm hearing, mindful of strangers. If you have a 17-year-old or a child or something like that, be mindful of them being online, okay? Talking to strangers or something like that. Predators is what I'm just hearing, predators. All right, what's disowned? disowned. All right, 39 is significant. Here, you can be 39 years old, 1993, feeling rejected and abandoned. All right, feeling rejected and abandoned. Wounds about belonging, identity and worthiness, worthiness. Sorry, shadow healing. So somebody here is shadow healing, disowned. Somebody's feeling disowned, feeling rejected and abandoned. This is you, you know. This could be you or them feeling abandoning ship here. First card out, abandonment, walking away. So yeah, disowning, abandoning ship. So yeah, adjustment period. This can be you or them. 28 years old just rang out to me, and 1982, a period of rest and reset. All right, this is a cocoon going to a butterfly. You know, this is something that you planted here. Look at that, something that you planted, a cocoon. All right, turning into a butterfly. Period of rest and reset. Necessary pause for growth or realignment. May need to change plans. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking, wow. This is Seven of Wands. This is you defending yourself. But I meant to bring up this one, Seven of Pentacles, which is planting your seeds there, you know, a period of rest. I feel like whatever you planted is coming, and you just have to defend it. All right, defend yourself from all of this, whatever's coming at you. You might have to defend yourself against a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. Okay, so this is a period and rest of reset. Necessary pause for growth or realignment. May need to change plans. So just be mindful, okay? Be mindful. I feel like, you know, whatever you're defending yourself against. All right, real talk. Yeah, real talk. 53 years old is significant. The 15th is significant. But yeah, it's real talk. You know, honest and direct conversation. This is you, the Empress, looking at them like, yeah, candid speech or conversation, laying it all on the table. That's you, laying it all on the table. Listen, let me tell you something. You know, I see what you did. I see. You know, I was looking on the side, my peripheral. I saw you stabbing me in the back. You don't think I saw that? Real talk. You know, you're gonna have an honest and direct conversation with somebody. You're going to be laying it all on the table with this person. Give me one more here. Flipper. So we have two that flipped over. All right, we have Manosphere, which is online communities that promote healthy masculinity but have become controversial for promoting misogyny, rigid gender roles, and adversary views of women. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. So yeah, do some, you know, real soul searching on that one. Dig into that one. All right. Yeah. And Desert Sage. I feel like, you know, they protect yourself from all of this. Promoting misogyny and rigid gender roles and adversity views of women. Ugh. Catnip. Okay. Catnip came out with that, which is irresistible allure. This is temptation or obsession, loss of control, guilty pleasures. Capricorn. What else do you have to say there? What else messages do you have to say for Capricorn? Capricorn. January 10th is significant, and something happening in May. You know, something is about to happen in May. A journey, either physical or mental. All right, a journey. There it is. You know, with the recharge your energy, take a vacation. I feel like for some of you, you're going on vacation. You know, carriage. You're going on vacation, and it can be in May that you're going on vacation. All right, it can be in May. Maybe something happened in May that you guys were argued or something in the fight. Maybe you might be, this could be the future, or this can be the, coming, or the past. You know, this can be something that you might be going on vacation in May or planning something for May. All right. And tent, temporary situation. All right. Tent, temporary situation here. Again, I feel like, well, whatever that you planted, maybe you say you were saving up for a house or something for some of you, and that's coming to fruition. Maybe some of you are buying a house and you finally got it. Okay. Maybe you might be, I don't know, maybe you closed out in May, or maybe you're shooting for May or something like that. Something to do with maybe your lease is up in May. Maybe you're moving in May or March. Okay, maybe you're dealing with the Pisces or an Aries. Yeah, I feel like, maybe something happened, or you didn't plan for something that happened in March or something like that. But news of a birth or a new business opportunity, new birth, a new business opportunity. So it's just it's a reset. And it says necessary pause for growth or realignment. So news of a birth of a new business opportunity. Yeah, this is you. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. There it is. You can be dealing with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. But this is an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And it's real talk. Again, for some of you, maybe it's a spiritual awakenings because of all of this backstabbing here. You can have, I don't know, you can have Scorpio or Sagittarius in your chart as well. Because I got 10 of Swords in the last, I think it was either Sagittarius or Scorpio. And then we have gavel here on the floor. Gavel. Ugh. It says involvement with the law. There it is, involvement with the law. Maybe you or somebody in your energy is involved with the law right now. It can be, something online. All right. So there's some, be smart about it. Involvement with the law. And something, I don't know, something, it could be something with your community. It can be something to do with your community. All right. I'm going to give you a charm. Strawberry. For some of you, you love strawberries. For some of you, you love strawberries. The color red is significant. Okay. It means, love, fertility, and purity. Okay. You have an abundance of seeds, something that you planted. Again, rebirth. This is representing the spring, new beginnings as well. Like I said, this is a strawberry. Okay. It's a little tiny strawberry. But something with what you planted that's coming to fruition. Okay. That's what this means. All right. And they do spring they spring, okay, again March. So something that's gonna be coming to fruition in spring for you of 2026. Okay, that's what this is telling me. All right, somebody's favorite color is red. All right, so somebody planted something that's coming to fruition in the spring of next year. All right. Be a spirit animal for Capricorn, and then I'm going to wrap up this reading. Don't forget to like. All right, takes 2 seconds, guys. You know, come on, help a girl out here. All right, Hippo. All right, these are your skills, Hippo. For some of you, you have great skills. You know, some of you have great skills. You just started something new. You're having an offer here of some kind of something with a financial offer that's coming in. But it says skills with knowledge, confidence, perseverance, and strength. You can pursue your goals with resilience. All right, with resilience. All the resources are already within you. All right, Empress, all the resources are already within you. Okay, so let them eat their heart out. All right, this was your reading, my beautiful Capricorn. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, hit that like button, all right? Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Please be kind to one another. Please don't be mean because mean people suck, all right? Mwah. I love you, Capricorn. I will see you soon. Peace out.